Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Manchester United are edging closer to a deal for Real Madrid's Raphael Varane. We have made Varane our priority transfer target after reaching an agreement to sign Jadon Sancho. Rio Ferdinand doubts that Man United or Chelsea will sign Varane. Ferdinand thinks that Varane wants to earn himself a new deal at Real Madrid. Reports said that Manchester United have a total agreement with Real Madrid over Raphael Varane. Raphael Varane wants to leave Real Madrid and he wants to come to Manchester United. Said not so long ago that Man United were progressing with the Varane deal. Not so long ago, Florentino Perez gave us an update on Varane. He insists that Real Madrid have not received any official bids for Varane. Real Madrid believe that Varane has agreed terms with Man United. The other week, there was talks of a Paul Pogba and Raphael Varane swap deal. Real Madrid rejected Man United's offer to swap Paul Pogba for Varane. It said the other week that Man United could sign Varane for £40 to £45 million, which is a bargain. Not so long ago, we had a £50 million bid rejected for Varane because it said Madrid were demanding £80 million. Man United have already been in negotiations with Raphael Varane's agents. Varane's current contract at Real Madrid expires next year. He's refused a contract at Real Madrid. Fabrizio Romano did mention that not so long ago. Varane has been demanding £400,000 a week in wages. He says Man United are unwilling to meet Raphael Varane's £400,000 a week wage demands. We went in for Varane 10 years ago under the Sir Alex Ferguson era. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced, got a great pedigree as a player. He's won 18 major honours at Real Madrid and he's been a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He's been with them over 10 years. So yeah, there's a good chance he will be our next signing. Manchester United have signed Jadon Sancho. Fabrizio Romano said yesterday that Jadon Sancho to Man United is a done deal. So too did Christian Falk from Build. Manchester United have agreed a £73 million fee with Borussia Dortmund for Sancho. There's 5 million in add-ons. Jadon Sancho will undergo his medical with Manchester United after the Euros. And it said Manchester United are set to finalise the personal terms. Jadon Sancho has agreed a 5-year contract with Manchester United. There is an option of a further year. Jadon Sancho wants to wear the number 7 shirt. Jadon Sancho is a great signing for Manchester United. You know, he'll fit in our team perfectly. He'll assure us goals. He's very good at creating chances. You know, Sancho's got a very, very good friendship with Marcus Rashford. They do touch base with each other a lot. Not so long ago, Marcus Rashford appeared to confirm Sancho's move to Man United. Then obviously Marcus Rashford denied confirming Sancho's move to Man United. He said he'd been hacked and he deleted the post. The Jadon Sancho transfer saga has finally come to a conclusion. You know, it was a long-running transfer saga. We was in for him for like the last 2.5 years. But I knew Sancho to Man United was going to happen because obviously it was stemming from reliable journalists. You know, Fabrizio Romano spoken a lot about the Sancho saga, so too did Christian Falk from Bild. Last summer, you know, Man United were extremely close to signing Jadon Sancho. You know, the reason we didn't get him last summer is because Borussia Dortmund's valuation was £108 million. And we was reluctant to meet their 108 million valuation. We was only willing to pay so much up front. Don't forget, Dortmund set a deadline last year. They said we had until the 10th of August to sign the player. We obviously missed out on that deadline, so Sancho did remain at Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund did say, didn't they, that they wanted Sancho's future resolved before they begin their pre-season tour on the 23rd of July. Jadon Sancho endured 4 years with Borussia Dortmund. He scored 50 goals in 137 appearances. Dortmund paid just £7 million for him from Man City. Dortmund have made a huge profit on the player. And he did have a contract with Borussia Dortmund until 2023. Dortmund have identified the replacement for Sancho. They've been looking at Daniel Malin from PSV. I think Solskjaer's made it clear that he wants 4 more signings. Now, obviously, I give you the news on Leon Goretzka yesterday. Sport Bild said that Manchester United are interested in Leon Goretzka as a replacement if Paul Pogba leaves the club. I don't think there's anything in Goretzka to Manchester United, because it said Goretzka is willing to extend his deal with Bayern Munich. His current contract at Bayern Munich expires next year. Goretzka's endured 4 seasons with Bayern Munich. He's made 112 appearances. He is the age of 26, so he's in his prime. He's predominantly a box-to-box midfielder, but he can be deployed as a right winger and a defensive midfielder. Before Bayern Munich, Goretzka was at Schalke, and before then he was at Bochum. There's obviously rumours of Cristiano Ronaldo returning to Manchester United. Juventus are looking to save £75 million by letting Cristiano Ronaldo leave. Jorge Mendes is set for a Cristiano Ronaldo transfer meeting. Cristiano Ronaldo will decide on his future soon. Fabrizio Romano recently gave us an update on Ronaldo. He said Ronaldo's not negotiating a new contract with Juventus and he has a big decision to make this summer. Now, reports from Italy said the other week that Man United offered Cristiano Ronaldo a 2-year contract worth £17 million a year, which equates to around £330,000 a week. And there has been talks of a Cristiano Ronaldo and Paul Pogba swap deal. I'm expecting Manchester United to endure a very, very good summer transfer window. Because I'm convinced Solskjaer's going to get the players he wants to recommend in. You know, this summer transfer window is Solskjaer's 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. Our board did say, didn't they, they'll back Solskjaer with summer signings and a new 3-year contract, despite the Europa League final loss to Villarreal last season. And just before the summer transfer window opened, he said Solskjaer had been given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. We can make around 4 or 5 signings in this summer transfer window. I am convinced we can challenge for the title next season. Solskjaer's already decided on his transfer targets. He said he wants to strengthen up in like 4 positions. Not so long ago, Solskjaer got told there was no funds available to get a centre defensive midfielder. Joe Glazer obviously promised Manchester United fans that Solskjaer will get the funds that are available. Don't forget he attended a fans forum on the 4th of June. It was his first attendance in 15, 16 years. Not so long ago, we got our financial results. Our debt risen up to like 443.5 million. Our debt continues to rise, so that is a concern. Man United are going to offload players in this summer transfer window. You know, there's still deadwood at the club. You know, I think there's a very, very good chance that we're going to offload Anthony Martial. There's a good chance we're going to offload Donny van der Beek. Nemanja Matic, we could offload him. Pogba could still leave in this summer transfer window. Alex Telles, do you think he could leave? There's a good chance we'll loan Brandon Williams out to gain him more experience and to get him a lot more opportunities, because Brandon Williams seldom plays for us. He's our third choice left back. Phil Jones, I want us to offload him. We should do. Axel Tuanzebe looks like he's leaving. Diego Dalot, I think he's leaving. Andres Pereira will be looking to get rid of him permanently. Daniel James, he could leave in this summer transfer window. Juan Mata, I think his current contract has now expired. I think we should offload Juan Mata anyway. I want us to offload De Gea, but I don't think we're going to. I think he's going to be with us for next season, because not so long ago, De Gea said he's determined to win his place back. And he's not sulked since losing his spot to Dean Henderson. De Gea said not so long ago he's convinced he'll be at Man United. He's convinced he'll stay at Man United and be Solskjaer's number one for next season. Next season is going to be massive for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he is aware of that. You know, next season will be Solskjaer's third full season at Man United. You know, because at the moment he's endured 2 full seasons. I'd say next season Solskjaer's got to win a trophy at Man United if he is to remain Man United manager. Because Solskjaer's not yet won a trophy as Manchester United manager, and we haven't won a trophy since 2017. That's 4 years ago now. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. You know, despite us signing Jadon Sancho, it doesn't change my perception on Ole. You know, I still don't think he's the long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. But Ole does deserve at least next season. So I am Ole in at the moment. There's quite a lot of United fans that are Ole in, but there's also United fans that are Ole out. I've criticised Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United. But obviously I've had my reasons to criticise him. I think it's a mistake giving him the new 3-year contract. Ole has just under a year left on the current 3-year contract he signed when he got the job permanently back in March 2019. Solskjaer has been in charge of Man United for like 30 months now. He's been permanent Man United manager for around 27 months, because obviously in Solskjaer's first 3 months he was the interim manager. He did very, very well in that 3-month period as the interim manager, so the club gave him the job permanently back in March 2019. I hope Solskjaer succeeds as Manchester United manager, because we all adore him, because at the end of the day he's a club legend. He endured 11 years as a player for Man United. He flourished under Sir Alex Ferguson's guidance, and the reason he's still Man United manager is because he's a club legend. You know, disregarding him being a club legend, I can assure he wouldn't have been Man United manager now. Reflecting now on Solskjaer's been at the club, he has gained some managerial experience and he's learnt quite a bit on the job. Before he was with us, he was at Mulder. He won a few Norwegian titles at Mulder, but they're not a big club. He endured 2 spells at Mulder, and before Mulder, he was at Cardiff. And his record at Cardiff was bad. He only enjoyed a short tenure with Cardiff. The reason he got sacked from Cardiff is because he ended up getting them relegated. So Ollie hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. And his decision-making concerns me because in a lot of his games at Man United, he has been tactically naive. So yeah, I do have my concerns about Ollie. But there's also things I've got to credit Ollie for as well. When Ollie got appointed in as Manchester United manager, he assured everybody would get their chances to express themselves, including the young players, and more or less everybody has been given their chances to express themselves. I didn't expect Solskjaer to do as well as he has done, so in that aspect I am shocked. You know, you've got to say Solskjaer's done good to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. You know, when Solskjaer got appointed in, he knew he had a lot to do and he knew it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the culture of the club. You know, Ollie has made good signings as Manchester United manager. I think he's spent over £300 million now. You know, he must have brought a good 14, 15 players in. He's brought some academy players in as well. In the summer of 2019, Ollie brought Daniel James, Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire in. In January 2020, he brought Bruno Fernandes in and Odin Ighalo in on loan. We'll let Ighalo go in January this year. In the summer of 2020, he brought Edison Cavani in, Alex Telles, Donny van de Beek, Amad Diallo Traore and Facundo Pellistri. We'll loan Pellistri out in January. And in this summer transfer window, Ollie's brought Jadon Sancho in and Tom Heaton on a 3 transfer from Aston Villa. He's also got rid of a lot of the deadwood since he's come in. In Solskjaer's first full season, he got us to 3 semi-finals, got us a 3rd place finish. In his second full season, he got us to the Europa League final, got us to the EFL Cup semi-final, the FA Cup quarter-final. Got us a 2nd place finish last season. And last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League. So that was a good record. So they are the positives. And yeah, Ole, I'd say, is our best manager since Ferguson. You know, he's our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson. You know, the 3 managers we sacked, obviously, was Moyes, Van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, and we're not really known as a sacking football club. You know, because we haven't really got the structure to keep sacking managers. You know, in the last 8 years or so, Man United have been playing catch-up, as you all know. You know, we've won, just 4 trophies since Ferguson retired. That was the FA Cup under Van Gaal, the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield under Jose Mourinho. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013. That's 8 years ago now. We've won 20 titles, 13 of them are Premier League titles. We've overpaid for players in recent years as well. Our recruitment was poor for such a long time. In that aspect, the blame stems from the board. We must have spent over £1 billion on players and that in the last 8 years. I think wages are included. The Glazers have been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. Obviously, United fans have been demanding the Glazers out. There was a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season. You know, the Glazers have been at Man United for 16 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Ed Woodward's been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time as well. Woodward's had a 16-year association with Man United. We'll know that he's resigning at the end of the year because earlier on this year it got announced that he resigned as Manchester United vice chairman. And I just think in the last 8 years, you know, Man United have made mistakes, and that's why, you know, we've been nowhere near as consistent as we'd like to have been. You know, we're not going to be ever the team we was under Ferguson, not in my lifetime anyway. No one's going to replicate what Ferguson did, you know. Ferguson enjoyed, what, a 26, 27-year tenure at Man United. Won 30-odd trophies, including 13 Premier League titles. So, reflecting on that, Ferguson brought success to the club. But Ferg didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United. So, that just indicates that it takes some managers time to settle in. But if we do decide to eventually sack Ole, I think we need to get someone in with a proven pedigree and someone who will suit the strappings of the club, basically. You know, if we start off next season badly, then I think, you know, the pressure will be on Solskjaer. But, you know, you got good players at Manchester United, haven't you? You know, you've got Dean Henderson, that's a very good goalkeeper. Not so long ago, it said Solskjaer's chosen Dean Henderson to be our #1 goalkeeper for next season, which is the right decision. You've got, you know, De Gea, you know, good goalkeeper, despite him, you know, making mistakes in the last couple of years. A few years ago, he was regarded as the best goalkeeper in the world. You've got Luke Shaw, very good left back. He was the best left back in the Premier League last season. You've got Baye, that's a good centre half, but he's too injury prone. You've got Maguire, that's good when he wants to be. You've got Wan-Bissaka, that's a good right back, but he's got to show more attacking intent. McTominay's a decent midfielder. Pogba, you know, a good midfielder. We've been getting the best out of him in recent months. You know, you've got Bruno Fernandes, that's superb. You've got Greenwood, that's been an absolute revelation since he broke into our senior squad. Despite him going a long period without scoring, you've got Cavani, that's made a fantastic impact since he's coming. I'm glad Cavani is staying for next season. And you've got Marcus Rashford, that's good when he wants to be, but there's aspects of his game that I've got to improve. You know, Marcus Rashford's enjoyed bad periods and he has become injury prone at Man United. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.